With Barnstable Today, I'm Sarah Colvin. A new retail restaurant building could be coming to Hyannis. The Wilder Companies, owner of Southwind Plaza, home to Home Depot, Old Navy, Stop and Shop, and other smaller retailers, wants to increase visibility and traffic to that plaza while expanding its retail capacity. The proposal on the table is for a brand new 8,050 square foot building to be constructed in between the former Borders building and San Diego's. The plan was discussed at last week's site plan review meeting. Liza Cox, attorney for Nutter, McLennan and Fish, representing the builder, began the presentation.
The proposed project, as shown on the plans that were submitted to you, consists of the construction of a single, approximately 8,050 square foot freestanding building along the frontage on Route 132 to the east of the former Borders parcel, or former Borders building. The property will have new access, the development will have new access, new parking, landscaping, and drainage improvements. It is sited along Route 132 on the front to help increase the visibility and vitality of this shopping center. What I'd like to do now is ask Mr. Eddy to briefly walk you through the site design and layout of this proposal.
Here is the existing access off of Independence Drive into the plaza. And this is the former Borders retail building, and again, the existing right-in, right-out entrance off of 132 into the plaza. The location of the proposed building is approximately here, 8,050 square foot footprint. It is comprised of 4 smaller tenant spaces. It's anticipated that 2 will be retail and 2 will be restaurant. As far as building lot coverage for the entire plaza, it is well conforming to the lot coverage requirements. The entire plaza, including this proposed building, is approximately 16.7% building coverage of the entire lot. This building itself that we're proposing right now, the 8,000 square foot building, comprises only approximately 0.6% lot coverage of the entire plaza, 31-acre parcel. The building meets and exceeds all the building setbacks. We have a 100-foot front setback from 132. We're providing approximately 147 feet, and we have approximately 89-foot side setback from the adjacent property, which is the San Diego's restaurant. And then obviously rear and side setbacks into the plaza are well exceeding minimums. The proposed lot configuration, parking lot configuration, consists of 103 new parking spaces. We're proposing a new access off of the existing Independence Drive access. We are providing a new interconnect to the former Borders retail building in the rear and in the front. So we have a nice interconnect and circulation around the site. And we are providing a new right-in only access off of 132. The 103 parking spaces provided are exactly conforming to the anticipated parking generation for the proposed building. That supports 2,400 square feet of retail and up to 213 restaurant seats.
Architect Jenna Michelli describes the look of the building.
What this will do, basically, it takes the mass and it breaks up the overall roof line, and it'll create a nice, interesting silhouette against the sky. And then we wanted to highlight and accent it with decorative architectural elements and details. We have specific bracket type details we're looking at. For the skin of the building, we wanted to use some traditionally inspired materials. We looked at hardy plank siding and trim, which will give it that simplified clapboard feel. And then we wanted to thread through a small amount of the synthetic stucco at some of the entrance pop-ups. Then to enhance the pedestrian experience at the pedestrian level, we wanted to enhance it with a rich textural stone at the base and on the accent piers, as well as building accessories, some fabric awnings at the tenant entrances. Also, in between the 2 pop-ups, we wanted to highlight that the inline retail with a kind of a decorative metal canopy with decorative brackets. For facade lighting, we're looking at some downlights, dark sky compliant lights that will highlight that stone texture at night and also enhance the pedestrian experience, as well as some, soft security lighting around the building. And then all four sides of this facade, we're looking at about a 5 to 6 foot parapet to help screen rooftop units. So all of this should come together, and the goal was to create kind of a simplified contemporary style with Cape Cod influences that introduces and incorporates traditionally inspired materials, rich textural elements, as well as decorative architectural elements.
Finally, Tom Wilder, principal with the Wilder Companies, gave an overview of the plan and the company itself.
To make a new investment in this property. A little background on the Wilder Companies. I am a principal. Been in the business probably over 25 years. We have about 50 properties in our portfolio, all open air centers, a majority in New England, although we do have properties in Pittsburgh, Chicago, and Florida, but our concentration is here in the New England area. We're Boston based. We have 2 properties on the Cape, including this one and one in Falmouth. And what we've found, and we've owned those properties since 2007, what we've found over the last probably 3 to 4 years as we kind of went through this economic downturn, we were not developing anymore. What we did is we really wanted to reinvest in our properties. So the last few years we've been focusing on all of our properties. What do we need to do to improve them, to improve the merchandise mix, add value for the long term? And so we've gone through this process on a number of our properties. We're doing a project down in Falmouth. We're expanding that property, bringing in a new key tenant to that property, again, stabilizing that for the long term, making a new investment. So we looked at this property, and this property is a property in transition. Everybody knows Stop and Shop is relocating. So we're going to have 55,000 square feet available. Borders has closed. That's 30,000 square feet. So some would ask, well, why would you be adding additional square footage? Really, we saw it as an opportunity to make a statement at the street. We don't have great frontage on 132. The Borders obviously has a great location, but we thought this was a great opportunity to let folks know that there's a great shopping facility if you take that right into this property. Look, folks certainly know that Home Depot is there, and they do well, and they do a nice job, and our other tenants, Old Navy and A.C. Moore and other folks, do well. We want to continue to invest in the property and make sure that they are there long term and continue to do well. And we need to have a presentation to those potential prospects for the Border space, for the Stop and Shop space. We're confident that we'll fill those spaces with the right retailers, but it's going to take some time, and we believe that this presentation certainly helps, that the retailers know that we're prepared to make the investment both in the center and in the Border space and in the Stop and Shop space when that opportunity arises. So we're pretty excited about the opportunity. We have a tremendous amount of interest for this building in particular, as well as the other spaces. So we think it's a good time to make the investment in the property, and we appreciate the working relationship that we've developed with the town.
The Site Plan Review Committee found the proposal approvable, with a few conditions. Additional lighting and signage will be needed. The proposal will have to go to the ZBA to obtain a special permit for retail use in an HB district and for an increase in impervious lot coverage. You can view the full Site Plan Review hearing online at town.barnstable.ma.us. With Barnstable Today, I'm Sarah Colvin.